Credible coaches have knowledge, skills, and abilities necessary to help athletes improve their performance. But competence goes way beyond just sport-specific or position-specific technical skills. This is Neil Wattier with the Amped Mental Performance Podcast, exploring the fifth component of coaching credibility, competence. Competence is your collection of knowledge, skills, and abilities. It's what you use to become successful and achieve your goals. Competent coaches know the intricacies of their sport. They use reliable, dependable methods while keeping up with recent innovations. Competent coaches are always learning and willing to look for new ideas, and their athletes improve consistently through their time in the program. Coaches who lack competence may not be able to provide the necessary guidance, support, and direction athletes need to reach their full potential. Coach competence includes technical knowledge of the sport, coaching methods, and teaching strategies. Competence in these areas provides athletes with effective training programs and help them develop skills and abilities needed to succeed. A competent coach can analyze an athlete's performance and provide feedback that is both accurate and helpful. Competence also creates a positive and supportive learning environment. Practices and training sessions are designed to be challenging, but also safe and appropriate for the skill level. They also develop effective communication strategies to build trust and improve relationships. One of the key benefits of having a competent coach is athletes are more likely to stay engaged and motivated. Competent coaches help athletes set realistic goals, monitor progress, and adjust training as needed. They also provide constructive feedback to challenge, not to discourage. One area where sport-specific technical experts may experience a gap in competence is the mental game. Participation does not guarantee healthy, productive growth. Just as with physical skills, mental skills must be taught and challenged before they can be effectively implemented into a competitive environment. Knowing the benefit does not mean you will receive the benefit. Developing mental toughness, self-confidence, and focus takes deliberate development and must be led by a competent coach. Even if you don't feel comfortable teaching the skills, you can encourage development by sharing the importance of mental skills and directing your athletes to a qualified professional. Here I am. This includes knowing the difference between the performance domain and clinical mental health counseling. Both are very beneficial, and some professionals are educated and trained to provide both. If you are unsure of the differences or where you should focus, send me a message and we can discuss this further. I can help you figure out where to place your emphasis for performance excellence and mental health counseling. The final aspect of competence is the most important. Ongoing development through lifelong learner mentality. Coaches who are committed to their own growth and development are more likely to be effective in their coaching roles. This includes staying up to date with the latest research and trends in sports science, attending coaching clinics and conferences. Also, by seeking out mentorship and feedback from other coaches. One thing we often see with professionals in a particular environment is length of experience does not necessarily mean people are the experts. Because as things change, if those individuals do not stay up to date and challenge themselves to continuously learn, they may be focused on using old, outdated methods. This is so common in coaching, sports coaching, where we see people who are not competent in the most recent research and methods. And a lot of times we'll use old school methods that just don't make sense anymore. Some old school things are universal and might stand the test of time, but there are a lot of things when it comes to mental, emotional, physical, game tactics, practice theory, strength and conditioning. There's a lot of things that people take for granted and they just do it because that's the way that they were taught 20 or 30 years ago. Competence includes staying up to date and using the best methods, proven methods through research. And sometimes that changes. The things that we assumed 5 or 10 years ago that we thought were the latest research has been proven to be ineffective, or the research was flawed. And this is why it's important to stay up to date, to understand what is the most effective way to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. As a coach, that's build relationships, build your athletes. Winning is the assumption. So rather than focus on winning, focus on developing your athletes and developing yourself over the long term. Build trust and respect by developing your competence, the knowledge, skills, and abilities used to become successful and achieve your goals. Thank you for listening to Amped Mental Performance Weekly Podcast, your source for optimal mental performance coaching. I have 2 tasks for you this week. First, choose one action from today's conversation to implement in your life. Second, share this podcast and community with someone who values their mental performance. I appreciate your direct message feedback and would appreciate your online review of the podcast. Your honest rating and review help me improve the show and helps others find our community. Visit Arizona Mental Performance Training on all the popular social media outlets and at ArizonaMPT.com. Optimal performance requires deliberate mental skills training. You don't get better by accident, you get better by intention. You don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your level of training. Are you ready to become deliberate with your mental skills, to live with intention, to train with a purpose? Stop playing games and train to become a champion. Check out the Amped Weekly newsletter. Registration link is in the show notes or at ArizonaMPT.com. Check out 2 great options for you to work with Arizona Mental Performance Training. First, powerful one-on-one mental performance coaching customized to address your specific performance challenges. Second, the Amped Foundational Course, self-paced online mental performance training through the Amped Learning Academy. For more information about these options, check out ArizonaMPT.com or email hello@ArizonaMPT.com. Sign up today and propel your performance from good to great.